Hi everyone, in this video I want to show you a way that you can share files to one or many people over untrusted networks such as the internet. To do so, we're going to use a very powerful concept known as public-private keys. So here's our situation. Bob wants to send a private file to Alice and Dave, but doesn't want Eve to be able to read it if Eve has access to the file. Bob could add a password to the file and share that password to Alice and Dave. However, if that password is intercepted, it would be very easy for Eve to open the file. The best way to do this is for Alice and Dave to send their public keys to Bob. Bob encrypts the file and sends that encrypted file over to Alice and Dave. In this case, only Alice and Dave have the opportunity to open it. To do so, we're going to use on our Mac or on a Linux machine the OpenSSL utility. Now, the problem with this utility is that it can only encrypt small files with public keys. So we're going to use a little trick here. What we're going to do is that we're going to generate a random key, encrypt the sensitive file with that random key, then encrypt the random key with the public files from Alice and Dave. Then we're going to share those files with Alice and Dave, and they'll be able to unlock it and read the sensitive file. Okay, so here's our situation. We have our secret stuff folder with our very important file, with our very important secret message right here. But notice that with this method that I'm going to show you, this file could be actually very, very large, gigabytes in size. It wouldn't matter. So we're going to use a very small file for now, but notice that this could be actually quite large. So the first thing we're going to do is that each of the participants, so Alice and Dave, need to create their keys. So I'm going to generate them here. So let's open terminal, and these are steps, notice, that both Alice and Dave would need to do. So I'm going to go on my desktop and the keys subdirectory, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate their keys. So Alice on her Linux or Mac machine, or probably Windows if she has the utilities, could do this. So sh keygen of type RSA. I'm going to name it Alice, so this is her key, and very important, the file has to be in PEM format. Right here, I'm not going to put any password or passphrase for this key, and now the key is generated. I'm going to repeat this for Dave as well. Generating, no password for now, and there are their keys. So the first important thing to remember is to put this -m PEM format to the SSH keygen utility. Now we're not done yet with the keys. There still is something that we need to do. Alice's public key and Dave's public key need to be converted to PEM format as well. So here are the commands to do that. So OpenSSL, RSA. So we're going to take Alice's key. We're going to generate a public out key, out form PEM, and we're going to put this into alice.pub.pem. Okay, once again, this is what Alice is going to do on her computer, and Dave as well. He's going to do something like this. Dave, and there you go. So these PEM format public keys are very important. That's what we're going to use in the next steps. Okay, now Dave and Alice share their public keys, so we're going to copy this and paste them here. This is the secret stuff, and this is the information that I have, and now I'm going to start generating all of the commands to encrypt this data. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to generate a random key, which will be the key to encrypt my important file. To do that, I'm going to use the OpenSSL command once more. I'm going to generate a random key, base 64, and let's make this 256-bit long, and this is going to be the key that will generate. So you can, let's cat key.bin, and you see it's a password, and it's pretty strong password as well. So you can feel safe that your encrypted important file will be safe with that key. The next step afterwards is to encrypt the file, the important file, with this new key that we've just generated. So we're going to use, let me just clear this out, we're going to use, once again, the OpenSSL command. We're going to encrypt AES 256 CBC salt. So our secret file is our important file, and our out file is our important file .inc. So this is the output file will be encrypted. So I'm just going to put in any random extension, but just to make sure, I'm going to put the .enc. And our password file will be file : and it's going to be our key.bin. There you go. Now our file right here is encrypted. Now we're almost done. What we need to do now is to encrypt our key using Alice and Dave's public keys, but we cannot use them both simultaneously. So at the same time, we have to use them separately. So we're going to encrypt the key using Alice's public key and then using Dave's public key. So we're going to use the OpenSSL command once more, RSA-UTL. We're going to -encrypt the key.bin, and it's going to first create the one for Alice. So it's going to be key.bin.alice.enc. The in key will be Alice's, and it's a public key in. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing for Dave. There we go. Now we can share those encrypted files with our recipients, being assured that they are well protected. So we're ready now to send those files, those encrypted files, over our unsecure channel. So we have all three encrypted files here, our important file and both keys, and we send those by email. And let's say our destination folder here is Alice's desktop. So we're going to copy these there. Now, so Alice has her private key. She gets the encrypted important file, and she has her encrypted key right here. She could delete Dave's. She doesn't need it, but anyway, she won't be able to open it. So let's go to our destination folder, and now Alice is going to decrypt her key. So OpenSSL RSA-UTL decrypt -decrypt. The in key will be Alice, and the file that we're going to decrypt will be key.bin.alice.encrypt, and the out key will be key.bin. And there you go. Now the key is ready. Now we can unscramble our file. So finally open SSL encrypt ENC, but now we're going to put a -d to decrypt. So we have to specify the same encryption encoding, 256 CBC, and our secret file will be the important file encrypted, and our out file will be the important file but without the encryption, and the password will be file, and it's going to be the key.bin. There you go. So now if we look at our file, we see our message. There you go. Here are the cheat sheets for both the recipient and the sender. So please pause this video and take a look at it. Enjoy.